I see. It's already been 3 days. Maybe she up and left. Wow, just skip forward 3 days, okay. People having fights and splitting up is pretty common here. I bet she found herself a man. No way, that can't be. We're bosom buddies? You never know what people are really thinking. I've come across countless chicks like you already. Are there any records of people who left the city? Huh? Why would we bother recording all that? Just how many people do you think come in and out of here? It is a trade city, so that would be a lot of people. It has been 3 days since Ritona disappeared. Why don't we skip forward 3 days? That leaves Sally and me. We're completely baffled by what happened. Ever since we realized she went missing, Sally and I have been combing Sasari for her. The townspeople seem to be completely indifferent though. No matter how desperate we look, no one seems to care. Wait, I'll call for help. So Sally said as she went back to the room to contemplate. Perhaps the fatigue from all the running around and asking on the first days got into her. Sally was sitting perfectly still, like a doll. She hadn't even budged an inch. At first I thought she was just ruminating over the events that led up to this point, but it's already been 48 hours. Without eating or drinking, she was just meditating. I'm guessing you try to contact her through the Comcraft line. I doubt anything will come up, but if something does happen, let me know right away. Ritona. I wonder what happened between her and Soul. Yeah, shouldn't they be looking for Soul actually? He'll be a decent lead. Sally. The food and water I left on the table for her haven't been touched at all. What do I do? This is definitely going to be bad for her if this keeps up. As I was about to put away the food, he's here. Huh? No. Not that. But... Sally? Eyes closed, she keeps mumbling to herself. Oh, she's not going to self-induce Empress Syndrome, is she? That's... Don't just... No, stop. Stop. Yep, yeah, she's going through Empress Syndrome now. What's going on? Sally's body is glowing? Could this be... are you okay? Goodness. No power, no knowledge, no experience, absolutely nothing on her own. Always going on saying, don't come out, don't come out. But when it comes down to it, this is what happens. Pathetic. Just when will this girl understand? This personality, does that mean Empress Syndrome? When she said she called for help, she meant Reagan? Who is it? Who knows? Maybe this is no one at all. What should I call you? Sally or Princess? How should I be addressed? However you like. We have more pressing matters. Reason Vasta's whereabouts. Yes, ma'am. Ah yes, 5 hits. How long has it been since I began meditating? You don't know? Well, of course I don't. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you, would I? Let's see. It's been about 48 hours since you stopped going around with me. What? It took a full 2 days? That's not good then. The longer someone's been missing, the lower the chances that they'll be found. Yeah, this girl took a sweet time with her meditation. Just who is it? This person isn't Sally. It must be some kind of mix of Reagan and Sally, a completely different person altogether. Is she conscious to that as well, I wonder? We need to get a move on. Looks like you've been going around asking while I was out. Well, any useful information? I don't think this really counts as useful, but quite a lot of people in the shopping district witnessed a chase between people who are likely Sol and Ritona. Not exactly the clear-cut report we need. Was Sol really up to no good? That kid is of no significance other than being a possibly incredibly good lead. Right now, we need to focus on Raihen Vasta. Does she need rescuing or just a good scolding? We need to prepare for either scenario. The scolding? Only natural for a runaway, yes? Off with her head, I say. Are you serious? There are only two ways to be relieved of one's post as guardian. Either by dismissal or by death. Desertion is not an option. No, I didn't mean that. I was asking if you really thought Ritona ran away. Who knows? Judging by her normal behaviour, that would be unthinkable, but the human heart can change. I won't be surprised, whatever happens. Humans are unpredictable. That is why the rules must be absolute. We'll search for Ritona and deal with her as I see fit. Vihitz, seeing as you pledged your loyalty to me as well, I'll have you assist me. Yes. Now, Vihitz, were you able to garner any information on that kid while you were out asking? Yes, but it doesn't seem like he does anything with the townsfolk except when he's being a guide. All I gleaned was that he hasn't been around for the past few days, probably just lying low. There's an 80-90% chance that this soul has a family. Someone weaker, a little brother or sister perhaps. Otherwise, some kind of dependent. In any case, there's definitely someone holding him back, restraining him. How do you know all that? If he really does have no other relatives, he would have already done far worse a long time ago. That's just prejudice. It doesn't prove anything. Just because he doesn't have family doesn't mean he'd stray from being a good person. It would be far stranger had he grown up to be a proper human being. Intuition from experience. But apart from that, he doesn't have the smell of solitude about him. He still hasn't lost everything yet. Had it been an adult with common sense, it would be a different case. But why would a child, desperate to survive, choose a way of life that requires him to act so civilly around others? That means there must be something he's still clinging on to. There must be a reason for him to retain that civility, even if it is just a facade. You and I are going to look for that reason. Come. The best lead for that would be the doctor, wouldn't it? That pervio doctor. Just how rough a world would you have to have lived in for such ideas to come out naturally? What's that sediment for? Isn't it obvious? Raihen Master left this with me to use for craft. Can you use your mana craft in your condition, Reagan? My head hurts. Are you okay? I'll need some water. Something light to eat as well. Should I go get some water? Well, that's been like 2 days? It's either 1 or 2 days of not eating and drinking. So weak, I swear. This body, I mean. Kids these days seem to like starving themselves to slim down. Is it some kind of fashion trend? Is that so? There's barely any muscle here. It's almost pitiful. How can you govern a country like this? Getting a headache and such after just skipping a few meals? Shameful. No, of course you'd feel weak if you hadn't eaten anything for 2 days. And you'd die for sure if you didn't drink enough water. This is a port town, yes? I crave some octopus. Before anything else, a meal comes first. Okay, I should just... Seafood stew again. What, aren't you going to eat? Just so you know, we've still got a lot of hard work ahead of us. Asking around is hard work? We may have to fight depending on how we go about this. And I wouldn't even be able to fend for myself with this frail little body. A fight? The main threat in this city is the guard's gun. Of course, reliance on firearms means there isn't much development of using manacraft for combat. I'd rest much easier if our battlecraft specialist were here. Unfortunately, Rayhan Vasta is not. Though I'm expecting great things from you, Violet. Me? I've already heard from Ryan Vasta. Something about you being able to catch bullets in midair? Eh? No, only if the conditions were just right. I'm counting on you. Don't disappoint me. But please don't expect anything. What does Rayhan intend to do, I wonder? Instead, let's try to avoid any situations where we'd have to fight. I like to avoid any needless conflict as well, of course. We'll be doing quite a bit of skulking around from here on, but we might as well prepare for that small possibility. I see. Oh no, what do? I hope she doesn't ask me to do something crazy. Oh, by the way, Raygan, we'll search for Soul, right? Will we be asking around again? Indeed. About that, I've actually been asking around since a few days ago, but no one would tell me anything. There isn't a soul here that knows about Soul? Preposterous. No, they do, but no one seems to care about him. No matter how much I ask, everyone's answers are all so vague. Ah, that's right. How about that pharmacist? He seems to know him on a personal basis. He was actually one of the first I approached, and I'm not sure if the information is worth much. What did he say? Soul visits him once a month to buy some medicine, but he just visited yesterday, so his next visit will be sometime next month. That certainly doesn't add up. Think about it. Remember the amount we paid him as a guide for us? That alone isn't nearly enough to live on. He has to be out and about every day making money. What if he got money saved up somewhere? Unlikely. It's not like he's got a steady source of income either. He's probably out there defrauding someone. And there's a damn good chance that's what happened to Ray Headmaster in the bathhouse. His target was likely the money she was carrying with her. So that's your conclusion. It makes the most sense. Still, that doesn't explain why Ritona went missing. Maybe the two of them were kidnapped? Unlikely. Ritona is quite capable in combat despite her looks. He's my guardian. To put it bluntly, those thugs and crafters over there would be no match for her. We just don't have enough information to work with to form any real theories. If we were being pessimistic about this, there would be countless things that could have happened. Then I suppose cross-examination would be the easiest way to go about it. Cross-examination? But I've already asked around all the local townspeople. You were asking them the wrong way. You need to be a little rough with them. Well, enough of that. Observe. I'll show you the basics. Wait. What are you doing? Don't dawdle those Vi-hits. We're dining and dashing. Get a move on. Oh no. The bill. I just realised Ritona had all our money. Oh no. What's up with that face of yours? How slovenly. We just walked out of there like it was nothing. Look confident and it'll be fine. No one even noticed, see? That's not the issue here. Let's pay them back when we meet up with Ritona later. Far too naive for your own good. Isn't this natural? Dining and dashing is just as good as stealing. Regan, have you realised we didn't have any money? You should have let me know too. What if I did? What if I told you we didn't have any money? What would you have done? You would have gone. You would have had us go find work, earn money, and then eat. Well, there should have been a better way to handle it. You seem to have a misunderstanding here, Vi-hits. Listen now. What if, and I mean, what if? What if Ryzen Vasta was kidnapped? The chances of finding her again safe are close to none. That would be a huge loss to our combat capabilities. Our return to Rusenheide would be that much more difficult. And our journey just begun. There isn't a loss greater than that. I'll only say this once, Vi-hits, so listen well. We don't have the luxury of constantly standing on a moral high ground. You lack a sense of urgency. In a situation like this, survival is our utmost priority. Regan. I could see an expression on Regan's face. Uncertainty. Ever since her personality surfaced, it was the very first time I'd seen it. From here on out, approach the situation with a kill or be killed mentality. But that expression only lasted for a split second. Anyone who isn't part of our group is an enemy. Bear that in mind, constantly. The next moment, her expression returned to Selly's, no, Regan's usual fearless look. Come, first on the list is that pharmacist. A sense of urgency. Is it because of that body of hers, maybe?